Hi, this is Bob, and I welcome you all to the HR Byte series What Will You Do? So, the situation is one of the female B2B sales executive of XYZ company came to the premises of ABC company for its dealing. The manager of ABC company asked her to accompany him for a lunch at a restaurant which is outside the office premises. As she arrived at the lunchtime, she agreed and went with him as this deal was very important to her. Here is the conversation between both of them. Mariam, thank you for accompanying me for the lunch. So, what will you have?
No, sir. Thank you for inviting me here. And I can have anything.
So the boss calls the waiter and orders the food. Until the food arrives, they both enjoy the coffee and talk. Mariam, you look beautiful today. You must be having a boyfriend, right?
Thank you, sir. No, I don't have any. So, sir, by the way, do you agree with the collaboration with our firm?
Hey, we can talk about it later, right? Let me enjoy this moment. We have enough time for that.
Okay, as you say, but you only have to sign this agreement and then we both will be free.
Fine. Don't spoil my mood. By the way, this red suits you a lot.
Thank you, sir.
So, what's your plan for post 5? We can discuss about this collaboration somewhere else as well, or maybe my place.
Sir, I think you're getting me wrong and I must leave now. Thank you.
Hey, it's okay. Relax. Let's talk some business, okay? Sit. Acha, so, Mariam, tell me, how many family members do you have in your family?
We are only 3. I, my mother, and my father.
Oh, nice. I am only one and lives alone. You can come to my place anytime you want. Consider that home as your own.
No, thank you. Huh? Enough. You have crossed your limits. I'm leaving now.
I will not spare you. You so far have heard all the conversations between both of them. Being the victim of such scenario, what will you do? A. Apologize for what you have done, as he is superior and can cause trouble as well. Also, this deal is very important to you. B. File a complaint at ICC of a restaurant and his organization as it comes under POSH. C. No point of complaining at ICC as the scenario did not happen within the organization. So, it does not come under POSH. Rather, it's better to change the organization as it will only cause you humiliation. So, you have these 3 options and 10 seconds to choose from. So, what will you do? Time's up. So, the correct option is B. Yes, B is the correct option. And let's hear from one of the HR enthusiasts of HR Byte that why B is the only correct option.
Thank you, Bob. Since Bob has revealed that B is the correct option. But the question arises, why only B? Why not C? So I, Aran Sakina, welcome you all to your very own channel, HR Byte, where I'll be telling you all the justifications for why B is the correct option. POSH stands for Prevention from Sexual Harassments. The Supreme Court of India in Vishakha versus State of Rajasthan observed that equality at workplace cannot be achieved if there is gender-based violence for women at the workplace like sexual harassments. Following upon her, the Supreme Court of India enlarged the scope of sexual harassment by ruling that physical contact is not enough to be considered as the act of sexual harassment. POSH law affects all of India and surprisingly, it's not gender neutral. It is only applicable on women and if a man who is a victim of sexual harassment needs to rely upon the company policies. So, before we proceed further for how POSH is implemented in the organization, let's understand what all acts are considered as an act of sexual harassment. The act defines sexual harassment and includes following unwelcoming acts. First, physical contact and advances. A demand for request for sexual favors, or making sexually colored remarks, or showing pornography, or any other unwelcoming physical, verbal, or non-verbal conduct of sexual nature. The Act also includes following circumstances under sexual harassment. First, promise of preferential treatment in employment, threat of detrimental treatment in employment, threat about present or future employment, creating an intimidating or offensive or hostile work environment. So, no one should even dare thinking of doing such acts because it is mandatory for every employer with more than or minimum of 10 employees at the organization to have an internal complaint committee or ICC or even ICV call with women constituting at least half of its members. IC shall comprise a senior level woman employee as a chairman or presiding officer, a minimum of 2 employees committed to uphold women's rights, and another member from NGO or an association dedicated to women's welfare. To be noted that if any organization has multiple setups at different locations, it is important that the IC should be present at every setup. Now, let's talk about how does this redressal works. First, the aggrieved woman is required to file a complaint with the IC in writing within 3 months from the date of the incident. It is advised to let anyone know about situation or if you can collect some evidences, as it will help you in getting justice even more easily and faster. Next is the completion of inquiry. Once all the complaints are submitted to IC justifies all the complaints and finalizes the recommendation within 90 days of the receipt of complaint. Third is submission of report. IC must submit the report to the employer within 10 days of the inquiry. Fourth, employer must implement all the recommendations heard in report within 60 days of the receipt of such. And point to be taken care of. If IC in the entire process finds out that the complaints on the respondents are false or malicious, then the employer can take actions on that woman. So far, we all have got the fair idea of what exactly POSH is and how it works. So let's talk about our case in detail. The boss tried to make Mariam very much uncomfortable. Mariam wanted to close the deal as fast as possible, but boss tried to create an intimidating environment. Since they went to the restaurant for a business dealing, this is considered under POSH. And therefore, Mariam can file a case at the IC of either restaurant or at the organization of the boss. As to be considered under POSH, such incidents are not limited to the organization. If any sexual harassment is occurred even outside the premises of the organization, it is considered under POSH. Best part is the real identity of the victim will be kept hidden if she desires to. So, if you have faced such situations or even your near and dears have faced such situations, you know what to do. So, don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel and stay tuned for more updates. We'll be back on next Friday with What Will You Do? Episode 3. Happy HRing!
that was all from today's series. We'll meet you all next Friday with HR Byte Presents What Will You Do? Episode 3. Till then, stay tuned and follow HR Byte.